Meekness Music Group. Let's go.
This music is aimed at people who ain't afraid to proclaim his name, even in the scariest environment. This music is aimed at people who ain't afraid to proclaim his name, even in the scariest environment. This music is aimed.
DJ G bless.
In the mix.
This music is aimed at people who ain't afraid to proclaim his name, even in the scariest environment. Those who walking by the spirit thinking up the next lyrics, so these people will feel it, giving no empowerment. To break free from Satan's grasp, die to they sinful acts, now ready to attack his evil stay conspiring. So as God knocks on your heart, open up to a new start and get ready to play your part as our time is expiring. It all started with a little change, a transformation of old things viewed with life differently. But in the same way I keep my face, so those around me are noticing, holding me to a blaze. It's like a telescope checking out your flaws, under the impression that I'm still living under the law. But since my Savior died upon the cross, I cherish resurrection and I'm no longer a slave to sin, aka the law. So what I'm saying is reevaluate your life and give it up to Christ, and watch him turn you from dark to night, and you'll be the light of this world. Before your eyes you see your spiritual growth, no longer chasing things in this world. You've been living kinda tight, you've been rapping about your life, you've been talking about your eyes, but you a slave to sin. Yeah, the grin is kinda bright, I know that it costs the price. Say you staying in the light, but you a slave to sin. He offered a way out, ask me what I'm talking about, I'll show you different route. You can die to sin, reborn, I stay devout. His grace can end your drought, have faith and in your doubt. You can die to sin.
The evil within derived from him. Cause right now y'all codependent like Siamese twins, like hocus pocus. I hope your focus resides with him, cause I'm not your hopelessly sinking like the Titanic did. But you looking good with the right amenities, but when the glaciers approach you yell out obscenities, man. You rolling through the hood with the right accessories in, but they're as useful as a screen door on a submarine. When it comes to your salvation, instead of being covered in God's grace, you're more spotted like a Dalmatian. Sign over your heart that reads now vacant, the ball's in your court, and any fouls from here on out are considered now flagrant and mean. Like the average of things, when committing crimes against Christ, there ain't no fleeing the scene. Albeit you're clean, but Jesus, he's the kingest of kings, the righter of wrongs, and in him you're the cleanest of clean. I'm gone.
You've been living kinda tight, you've been rapping about your life, you've been talking about your eyes, but you a slave to sin. Yeah, the grin is kinda bright, I know that it costs the price. Say you staying in the light, but you a slave to sin. He offered a way out, ask me what I'm talking about, I'll show you different route. You can die to sin, reborn, I stay devout. His grace can end your drought, have faith and in your doubt. You can die to sin.
So go and kill yourself, commit suicide. I died of my flesh, my spirit can truly ride. I'm off the crucified as the living sacrifice, like a pop fly to bring a batter home tonight. It's Romans 12 and 1 in view of God's mercy. Offer your body in this spiritual worship. Therefore I urge you to alter you should pursue. Put your flesh in check with this spiritual virtue,
and cloak yourself with compassion, humility, and gentleness. I'm not into me, glory to the most righteousness. Cause I'd be foolish to take any credit, knowing that God used me to transfer his message. Checking out the verses that are embedded throughout the verses that I'm spitting, written by God's living spirit, dwelling in within me, because I've been baptized into his death in order to be resurrected at any time. You've been living kinda tight, you've been rapping about your life, you've been talking about your eyes, but you a slave to sin. Yeah, the grin is kinda bright, I know that it costs the price. Say you staying in the light, but you a slave to sin. He offered a way out, ask me what I'm talking about, I'll show you different route. You can die to sin, reborn, I stay devout. His grace can end your drought, have faith and in your doubt. You can die to sin.
Yes, right, man, you can die to sin, yo. This is G-Child, Disciple, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Open up that Bible, yo. Turn to Romans 6. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? You got a choice. You die in that flesh. You know what I'm saying? You could die because you slay to sin.
Hey, hey.